Alrighty, so it's been a minute since I've just done a classic review like this, but thankfully, we are getting Fallout figures quicker than we're getting Fallout games, so I'll take that as a win. Now, is it crazy that Fallout New Vegas is getting figures when it's been like 15 years since the game's release? Yeah, same with Fallout 76. We're just now getting figures, but you know what? Hey, keep them coming. So, this is the Fallout 76, just like T-45 power armor with the, I guess, military skin. I don't remember this from the game. I also don't really use the T-45 in the game. I use the T-60 or the T-51B. I also have the Paladin Dan's figure coming, and Joshua Graham, but this one came immediately. Now, I had saw posts saying that you can find them at Target. I looked at the Super Target near me. They had nothing. They had the Fallout fridge on clearance, but it doesn't hold that much, and I already have a retro red mini fridge that's also a freezer, so I couldn't find it. I've also been to a normal Target, couldn't find it. Got it on GameStop, shipped almost immediately, so I'm happy with that. Now, I will say, so the figure is definitely a good size. I was worried it'd be a little small, but looking at it now, it's not bad. Looking at it just from the box though, there's like an exposed ball joint or like a hinge right here where the thigh connects to the pelvis, and it looks a little cheap, a little crappy. I think people's biggest complaint was the paint job, which it's weird. In the pictures, you could definitely say it's like Play-Doh, but in seeing it in person, it's still a bit odd. I wouldn't say it's nearly as bad. Now, again, what most people are going to do is they're just going to paint this anyway, so who really cares? And I also wasn't sure if it'd come with a weapon, but it does come with a pistol, different hands, and then the backpack to put on. Now, here's what's interesting. They love propping up this picture. Why don't you just make a figure of this? I would buy this, especially with the Gauss rifle. I would 100% be buying this. So it's like, come on, Mcfarlane, you have the mold. Get to it. But I also have not opened this just yet. I thought I could use my tool here. I'm also kind of still having to get used to this new setup, because this is the same desk that I used to do reviews on, but it's just in a weird place right now. So I'm like sitting on my game room couch doing this. Okay, so we've got that open. So inside the box is the stand and like a art card or something. Mcfarlane Gaming Edition. Oh, what? Oh, it's like a trading card or something? You know, the funniest thing is, as much as I applaud Mcfarlane for giving you a stand for your figures, which is always nice, you almost need these. This shit will usually not stand up without a stand. It's honestly kind of crazy. So here it is out of the box. Some of these seam lines, man, like right here. You see that right there? That's pretty noticeable. That's kind of a shame. I think there's a seam line right here. See that? That's kind of a shame. And again, you know, this isn't like a 3-0 or anything crazy. I could nitpick it probably for days. Oh, there's the cat. But yeah, it's like, you know, like some of this, I don't even know what the hell happened here. Let me focus on that. So, okay, I'm just gonna through that. So it's like, that's like not a hair or something. That is legitimately torn to shit on the mold. That is honestly a little disheartening. But yeah, let me get out of the box because I don't think people want to sit here and watch me struggle with these. Alrighty, so yeah, glad I didn't film that part because these little plastic, not even twisty ties, but how they keep it sealed in the box. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of those. Just give me twisty ties, man. Like, this is a bit ridiculous. But the figure is out, and so from an overall glance, it's not bad. Not too bad. But so the backpack slides on, and I wonder if you can see this part right here. That is actually on the figure itself. When you put on the backpack, there's a slot on the side of the backpack where this slides into, but it's molded so shittily that it didn't want to go in. And also, because you'll see where the seam is, how it attached to the main body right here. The big problem is this is super soft, but you kind of need to push right here to really push it in. So to avoid that, I had to push real hard right here at the top, and it really, really didn't want to go in. And then I had to hold it like here and here and really just, push it as hard as I could. There's still a little bit of a gap here, but I think for the most part, I got in as much as I could. Now, another thing I'm noticing is the articulation. This thing must have been, I don't know, pressed like this. I don't know how these figures are made, but I felt like I was about to snap this thing and break it, just trying to move this arm up, like at the elbow joint. Everything is really stuck. The knees, I had to hold it with both hands and go like that for both. And then with the elbow, I'm doing it. I'm scared to death. I'm about to rip the arm off. So, wow, there you go. Basically no articulation there. This one I was able to kind of get, and I get it's a power armor, but god damn, dude. And so it was very easy to put the alt hands on. I'll give them that. And you can move. See, even then, I can see that the wrist can move and swivel, but I'm scared it's going to break. That's the problem. So I was able to put the pistol hand on. So, I guess, and yeah, the shoulder pads are on ball joints. So, I guess you could kind of like, like that, I guess. Because I'm basing my critiques off the Fallout TV show power armor figure, which I have right here. And to an extent, even the NCR Ranger. So the TV show power armor, man, I had no problems bending the knees, elbows, everything. Like getting the backpack on is a little tight, but it's a very flexible figure. This thing, even though it looks like it has more soft pieces than this, it's just really hard. I really don't want to break the damn elbow, but good lord, it's testing me. And yeah, would it have been cool to just do the T-45 with this paint job? 100%. 100%. Or whatever. Brotherhood of Steel. Do that. Like, it's not... I'm not going to say it's outright the worst figure of all time, but there is something to be said that they could have 100% done better. And I know people criticize Mcfarlane all the time for lack of articulation and bad molds and stuff, and I guess that's just the gamble you take You know, for being a Fallout fan, I like having power armor figures without having to try to go buy a $500 one from 3.0 that's, you know, over a foot tall. So I think sitting on your shelf, it'll be okay. Now, this was like 35 bucks. I personally feel like that's going to be really hinging on, is this worth it to you? Because I think this was the same price. And this, in my opinion, is a much better mold and a much better deal. But if you want to have the T60, the T-45, and all that, all the alt variants, then sure. But I think you might be okay waiting on this. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't sell out and you eventually find it like at a Ross, honestly. So, pretty harsh critiques, I know. It's just okay. So, until next time, that is going to be it. Thank you for watching. I'm out.